Alright, today I'm going to be installing LED headlights and fog lights in my Duramax. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is going to go pop your hood. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start with my passenger side. On GMC Sierra there's just these little Allen keys, and on Silverados you have an Allen key that goes straight across. You just pop these, they pull out, and they pull out. Then this whole thing will be ready to pop out and we can start on the LED process. Alright, so just kind of wiggle this out. It might get caught up on the grill and some other components, that's fine. But it'll just pop out. As you can see, I already have it installed, but I'm going to redo it to show it to you guys. So now I just popped out the bright. This will be the same on the factory bulb, it'll just be a lot closer. Go ahead, pry this little tab up and pop it out, and then you can bring your whole headlight away. Alright, so since the red LED base has a fan and it's too big to fit in here, you're going to have to take off this black support piece. So what you're going to need is a Phillips screwdriver. There's 4 screws, and you're going to need a Torx T15 screwdriver or bit to move this piece right here. It's notched, so you need to turn it, and this black piece will be able to come up, and I'll do that now. Alright, start by popping out these 4 Phillips screws. You could use a drill for this. I don't think I'd recommend it because this is just going into really, I would say, cheap plastic, and you might mess everything up and then you'd have to order yourself a new pair of headlights. For me personally, it'd be on Amazon because Amazon would be cheaper than my junkyard. So I just got the 4 Phillips heads, or Phillips head screws out. Now I'm about to turn this Torx bit, and then this will be able to pull off. Alright, so I have my Torx T15 screwdriver, and as you can see, that just turned that white piece, and it's going to allow this with a little bit of pressure to pop right out. Now as you can see, I'm not going to pop my LED out because I have it where I want it, but it lets you put it in just like a normal bulb now that you have all this extra space. And once you put it in, it's time to put the black cover back on. Alright, now to reinstall this black cover, it's just like assembly, just backwards. Take your Torx bit, give that a turn, and then adjust this down and put in your screws. Alright, once you get your 2 screws across from each other, you can go ahead and insert the other ones. Now go ahead and give these all a good snug, making sure you don't strip them. Okay. Now it's time to put these back in the truck and adjust them. So as you can see, this new LED comes with a little, almost like a heat sink kind of thing. This gets fairly warm, it doesn't get hot, so just make sure you don't put it somewhere where there's electrical or something. Kind of let it dangle free, or even if you want to put some double-sided sticky tape and stick it to your airbox or something. So for me, it came with an extra, almost like a resistor thing. When I plugged that in, it did not work, so having it out, it actually works for me. So I'm going to go ahead and plug my brights in first, supporting this, trying not to mess up my bumper too much. Let's go ahead. Okay, LEDs are plugged in. I know it'll work, but at this step I'd recommend you go flip on your headlights and make sure that your LEDs work. So now I'm going to just make sure that that's good behind there, and I'm going to start to snake my headlight back in, making sure I don't damage anything. So we're looking good. Everything's getting lined up pretty well. Let me go grab my little Allen keys that this uses, and we'll stick them in. So now this is a wiggling process that actually just went right in perfect. So now we're going to move to this one over here. Yeah, this one's gonna give me, oh no, it went right in. All right, as you can see, both my little Allen things are in. Go around, make sure all your weathering stripping is tucked in, and let's see if these lights turn on. So good, we have a nice 6K white LED. Now I'm gonna hop underneath the truck and show you how to do the fogs. All right, the fog lights are way easy. They're the same size as the normal bulb, so there's no tampering. I already have them installed. That's what your bulb looks like. So if this was the factory one, you'd simply pull on this connection, pry that tab up, and then put the LED in. Come back up. Try not to just hit everything like I am. All right, feel for it, make sure it's seated in all the way so you don't get any moisture. And there, it's seated in, it's ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Now the coolest thing about these OPT7 LEDs is I wonder if you can hear it. That fan I talked about on the back, you can actually hear it going, so that's pretty cool. LEDs don't get very hot. They're a lot less heat than conventional halogen bulbs, but it's also cool that they just, the little heat they do put off, they have the fan in there to kick them off. So let me give you a view of the headlights and the fog lights on at the same time. So there you go. Here's a view of the headlights and fog lights on at the same time. It definitely gives off a much better light that I prefer versus the halogen bulbs that give off more of a yellow vibe. I'm sure you can get these in all different colors of blue, but I prefer to go white. It just gives me a little bit brighter and cleaner look. So the next clip will be me driving, and you can see how these perform at night. All right, I'm in my truck right now. We're gonna do the part of the light test. It's not super dark. I'll let it get a little bit darker, but here's what they look like so far. So as you can see, they're pretty bright. I'll hit my fogs on, turn them off. All right, so I'm doing a little nighttime test. Actually, I'm not gonna turn there because that street's lit. It actually doesn't look good on camera at all. It's definitely an improvement over stock. You know, personally. So we'll go up a couple dark streets. I think this street, yeah, this street's lit. All right, I'll come back to you when we're on a non-lit street. Okay guys, we're coming on to a non-lit street. I'm gonna stop right here and just turn off the lights so you can see what the difference is between on and off. So I'll head down this. As you can see, the signs are super reflective, and the beam doesn't shoot super far, but since I am lifted, I like them to aim down at the ground so I'm not blinding the people in front of me too terrible. So I mean, if I adjusted them more up, I mean, it would shoot fairly far, but I'm happy with how they are right now. Like I said, it's a lot better in person than it is on camera. But I like them. If you have conventional halogen bulbs, I'd recommend them. They're OPT7 LEDs. I believe these are 9006s for low beams in a GMC Sierra or a Chevy Silverado. I paid $99 for them off Amazon. So thanks for watching.